This is Hungary, a country where every third person under 24 is unemployed, where bright young graduates are flocking to Austria, Germany or the UK in search of work. It's not as bad as in Greece though, where fresh data from Elstat confirm that the unemployment rate is continuing to climb and the under 24s are the worst hit.
I come from Greece, which means that the most interesting and fashionable issue nowadays is the political situation with Golden Dawn. Yes, it is an issue, a political issue that has to be concerned, but the greatest issue is that youth is unemployed. Youth does not have an access to the labour market. If we don't have access, or let's say a possibility to have an access, we don't have hope, we don't have the ability to dream. In my country, I know many people, including me, that have finished our studies, we have made our postgraduate, know many languages, and we cannot be connected with the labour market.
Despina was one of the 150 youths and youth policy experts invited to Budapest to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the Council of Europe and the European Commission Youth Partnership. Spirits were high during the coffee breaks, but when it came to discussing the theme of the gathering, the situation of youth in 2020, the mood was not so joyous.
I'm quite pessimistic at the moment. I think that there's a generational imbalance, and really the older generation who actually do have a lot of resources in many respects, housing and pensions and so on, really should be thinking very much about a much stronger generational transfer of opportunity, of resources, of employment, education and so on and so forth. If that happens, then I think I could be quite optimistic about young people in Europe in 2020. But at the moment, I think there's going to be growing levels of despondency amongst a greater and greater population of young people.
I'm afraid that the main challenges for youth in Poland in 2020 will be still the situation of the labour market, meaning the precarious characters of contract, the impossibility of finding something more stable. So you are still in a very unstable situation mostly because of employment reasons.
I think young people, at least of my age as well, are also coming across similar difficulties of transitioning to adulthood, of finding stable careers, of getting jobs even though they have university degrees.
We need a major paradigm shift. I doubt that we have seen a kind of comprehensive policy strategy coming out from the European institutions to address this issue, that actually we bumped into a wall of having perpetual growth based on debt creation or creating fiat money eternally.
Regrettably, public policy has often contributed to strengthening the advantages of the already advantaged and still failing absolutely miserably in even making other sorts of young people aware of the opportunities that could exist for them, let alone actually enabling them to take those opportunities.
I think that there is a great gap from the actions taken within European Union's regime and their connection with people. I think that they have lost the connection with their people. You cannot be taking decisions for the people and not informing people for what your decisions are and what is the impact to their life. Let's say the campaign for the European Parliament's elections have already started, the institutional campaign, and yet there is no connection with people. How are they going to inform people? What's their part of the involvement? Why should they participate at the elections?
This EU 2020 strategy is too much based on the hopes and on the means of the 20th century. Let's put some a little bit more of innovation to the policies, a bit more inclusion, a bit more of green agenda, and that will do the trick. The youth currently seeking jobs or just entering the job market will not have the same kind of career opportunities that their parents have had. And actually, they have to curtail back their expectations